This is the Claude harness generator. The first thing you're going to do is download it from GitHub, extract it to the folder where you want to run this from, and then open your terminal, go to that folder, and type in Claude to open Claude. I do recommend using dangerously skip permissions or enable auto mode if you're on enterprise, or also you get a lot of permissions from so it sets up your environment. The first command you're going to run is /create. If you're making a new environment, you can also do /upgrade-environment if you have an existing folder with skills and rules, and that'll prompt you for a path where you can type in your project directory. From there, like you see here, I'm typing in some information about my project. This is just who I am. The more detail you provide, the better. This is not a good example I put here. If you get more specific, you will get better output. From there, where do you want to put your new project folder? So I'm putting it C:/AI/brand team harness. And it's going to come back and ask me a number of different questions. So what's my experience with AI? I said I'm a beginner. Am I going to be working on this alone or with a team? I said I'm not quite sure. So it will come back and read that input and come back with more questions. Throughout this process, I just keep answering the questions. I don't have to have specialized Claude knowledge. It has the knowledge, so all you have to do is continue to answer these questions as it asks. Now it's asking if I'm going to be working alone or with a team. This comes back to, is there something like GitHub or Perforce that ties back to if there's going to be any type of centralized collaboration tools. Where I'm going to store. This comes back to MCPs and connectors that may be integrated into the harness. I said I want to make HTML pages as well as PDFs, so it's going to look at what type of tools, things like Pandoc, in order to complete those tasks. And then this is summarizing, here's what I understand about your project. Should I go ahead and architect a harness for this? So I said, yep, this looks good. Go ahead and show me a good harness. It's now going to not actually build the files, but it's going to plan it. And so now that it's planned it, it's showing me, all right, I think you need a brand reviewer, a deck builder, a page builder. Does this look good? Maybe I want something more focused on the HTML pages. So in here I can say, well, can you look at adding more skills, plugins, MCPs to help enhance the HTML output? It's going back, it's looking at additional capabilities there. Finds and offers options like, hey, if I install Playwright, now you get more accurate pictures of the browser, screenshots of the browser. Do you want that? As well as some other features. And you can iterate back and forth to get the harness where you would want it, and continuing to ask for more capabilities, pulling capabilities, without having to necessarily have knowledge of all these projects. I told it's good, so now it's going ahead and building that harness. This does take a while. This is sped up quite a bit, but it'll do 5 different phases. And at the end here, you'll see it's now completed this harness. So at this point, I can exit out of that. Control C, Control C, CD, switch directory over to that brand team, and type Claude. So I did that. I typed hi. You can see now it's saying, what do you want to do? Start a team deck. I'm asking it what makes this specialized for use. It's going to look over its own files. And now it says, look, you have brand guideline folders, brand templates, deck builders, all the things you need in your harness for a brand team.